Hey guys, today I'll be comparing each one of the Gearblades. I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best in today's video. So I got all the Gearblades, and I do want to give a huge shout out to Decatry 101 for providing me with some of these Gearblades, and also for allowing me to test on them and helping me make this video. So huge shout out to Decatry 101 because this video would not be possible without him. And also shout out to Utter Sebastian and Savitar, as they also helped me get some of these Gearblades too. So let's go ahead and start off with the worst Gearblade. Okay, so this is what I consider to be the very worst Gearblade in all of Heroes Online. So this weapon, compared to all the other weapons, it is the second worst, only being better than the whatever the other not the Gearblade, but another weapon which has this one, the Knight's Blade, which only has a 20 strength stat boost. So very, very bad weapon. Here's the design of it, 360 view. So here's what it looks like right over there. I'm going to show you guys the stats of it. So this one is a common weapon, and you get it from events from as far as I know. And then on the stats, you have a 25 strength buff. So it does buff your strength a little bit, but still, if this is all you have, use it. But if you have other items, this is pretty bad. So yeah, horrible weapon as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and test it on Decatry. My stats are all on 400, so you can see that. So this is what it does. Has no abilities at all except for like sword swinging, and does give you the extra little strength boost, which can be a little useful at times, but it's barely anything. So very, very bad weapon. But what I think is like the only good thing for this weapon is that I can craft the Great Gearblade using this, which is pretty nice. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to number 4. And yes, Decatry said 58, 57 damage. So yeah, we're going to go on to number 4. And number 4 will be, let me go ahead and try to find the thing. Here it is. It's the Great Gearblade. So, it's an upgrade version of the Gearblade. You use a few gold balls and then a few Gearblades to go ahead and craft this one. I think you need 250,000 yen to craft it. And it will make you invulnerable for 4 seconds. So, here's what it looks like. 360 view of it. It looks okay. Honestly, well, not okay. It looks pretty cool, honestly. I love the design of it. So, you do have that one ability, as you can see right over here. It's a legendary weapon, which you get by crafting, and it'll give you 90 extra strength, and then 20 core control. So, core control will boost your core damage, and strength will boost your melee damage. So, this is what it does. I'm going to go ahead and attack with it real quick so you guys can see that. It does a bit more damage, 64, 65 damage. Pretty nice. So that's that, and now here is the ability that it has. So this is the invincibility. You will become gold for 4 seconds. It has a bit of a cooldown time, and while you're invincible, you'll take no damage at all, as shown by Decatry there. So yeah, while you're invulnerable for 4 seconds, you will take no damage and no stamina will be drained. The cooldown is a bit long at around 20 seconds, which is a pretty major downside because it only lasts for 4 seconds, which is fairly short in my opinion. So yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of this Gearblade. It's okay, but in my opinion, you can just block. This can be useful if you don't want to waste your stamina too much, but still, in my opinion, it's better than blocking, and this one's going to waste one of your little areas. One of your attack areas, you can just switch it out with a better weapon if you have one. But if this is like this is the best weapon that you have, go ahead and use it. But overall, I don't think it's that good because even though damage and it gives you extra core control boost, I really like that it gives you extra core control. The damage is good as well, but the ability that it has, it only lasts 4 seconds. It takes 30 seconds to cool down, which is horrible. And yeah, it barely lasts at all, and then you can just block. Overall, in my opinion, the only thing that has overblocking, well, it has a few things overblocking, which you can move, and they don't drain any stamina. So that's all. I think it's pretty bad in my opinion, but that's just me. So that is number 4 on my list. Not number 4, number 3 on my list, sorry. My next one, I might have gotten the numbers messed up, but my next one will be the Rosalie Gearblade. So here it is, Rosalie Gearblade. This one was very hard for me to choose. I love this weapon a ton. So here's the design of it. 360 view. This one is like 1,000 times better than the Great Gearblade in my opinion. So if you do get this one, I do recommend using it. The stats of it, you'll get 60 extra strength and then 60 extra core control. The core control boost on this thing is pretty crazy, but it does do less damage than the Great Gearblade. So here's what it looks like when you're attacking it. That's what it looks like. 60 damage, you can see right up there. Not as much damage as the last one, but still does a few damage. So Deku kind of lower me a little bit so I can show you guys the ability. So the ability that has, you can heal yourself. So you heal like 25 health base, and then I think you can go up to 170 health at 600 core control. So if you don't have a healing quirk such as Overhaul or Regen, it's pretty useful because there isn't too many healing quirks, I think. But yeah, it's just an amazing thing. I highly recommend you use this in my opinion, and also boost your quirk damage a nice amount, which I do really like. So yeah, a very good weapon in my opinion, and the cooldown isn't even too bad. It's 22 seconds. Well, it is kind of bad, but you can move around while you're healing, which is nice. And just overall, really good weapon. And my first place medal goes to the Snowy Gearblade. So this one probably has the highest value out of each one of these Gearblades, as it is unlimited. So you got this during the 2019 Christmas event, and this is my favorite Gearblade of them all. So here's a 360 view of it. It has a pretty cool design, not my favorite design, probably my second favorite design behind the Great Gearblade, so that's the design of it. Pretty nice. The swinging animation of it, let's go ahead and attack Deku. 66 damage, pretty nice. 66, 69, 68. Yeah, pretty good damage. And the ability that has, Deku slows it. It lowers the damage by 30%, I'm pretty sure, which is really nice. Here's the description of it, if you do want to see. So the description is Snow-infused Gearblade. Ability prevents knockback for 8 seconds, and it reduces incoming damage by 30 seconds. I love the ability that has, and it's supposed to be like a quirk like Overhaul, which the Awakening has a contact move. This is insanely useful as you cannot get knockback, and then your damage is also reduced. I mean, the damage dealt to you is also reduced, which is nice. So here's the stats of it. No extra core control, sadly, but you do have the highest strength stat out of all these Gearblades at 110, which is pretty high, honestly. So, really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and use the ability of it, as you can see right over here. Have the ability on it, turns you silver. I take less damage. I don't know why it's not affecting me right now, but it should take damage, and I also have no cooldown. Not no cooldown, but no knockback, which is very useful, as I said earlier. And the cooldown isn't even too bad. It's kind of bad, but not too bad. Yeah, it is a big list for Deku. I don't know why it's not attacking him. There we go. It's working now. So yeah, that is my list for all of the Gearblades and stand-up white. So just to relist it, number 4 is the normal Gearblade, number 3 is the Great Gearblade, and number 2 is the Rosalie Gearblade, and number 1 is the Snowy Gearblade. So, Deku list, you want to hear Deku list? I think he said earlier, he forgot to include the normal Gearblade, but that's probably going to be last place, so number 4, and then he said the Rosalie was number 3, and then the Great was number 2, and the Snowy was number 1. So that was his list. So yeah, that's his opinion on it, and that was my opinion on it. Well, the one I just gave you. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to 2 Kids in the Pod if you want some more videos like this one. I am planning to make an all legendary limited item comparison, and also all limited item comparison later on. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that one. I'm gonna try to do okay editing on that one. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!